When I was thinking how to open my speech, I actually wanted to tell you that I wouldn't be here if I didn't post on social media. And I think that was the reason why Eva invited me to be here and to inspire you. And so what I do daily is that I help other entrepreneurs to post and present themselves on social media. And fun fact that, yeah, I am using the same medicine that I am giving my clients, and I hope I will give the same medicine also to you in these 30 minutes, that you would be more inspired to actually share what you're doing. And I liked what the previous speaker was saying, that if you are not communicating, we don't know about you. And from this slide, I would like that you remember that my favorite social media platform is LinkedIn, and later I will tell you why you should be there. And you shouldn't think that social media is some evil creature that if you post, then people will start writing the bad comments. What usually happens in the very beginning, you don't get comments. Scientists, you are a different audience. Maybe if you talk about vaccines, then maybe immediately you have a troll, but use them. They are engaging with your content and actually boosting up the post so other people also can see what you're saying online. And yes, it's a tool to convey the information to a general audience. And I wanted to show you that most probably these are the documents that you're writing and the documents that you are reading. And the title says the psychological trauma in children and adolescents and other things. Nice, but I'm sorry, most probably the general public wouldn't go to look for such a specific paper and to read it. But if you have a big, bright title, The Hidden Cost of Trauma, and then you have the hook or this very interesting first sentence, is it really just your trauma, or are you carrying generation of pain? And immediately we want to see what is the answer. And that's how you convey this very scientific information in information that the general public would love to consume. And as you can see by the number of likes and engagements, people really appreciate such translation into social media. And I really would like that you scan the code. It's safe to scan it, just to see who is here today and if you're using social media. And I want to give you a promise after you will see the results. I'm checking if you're scanning, and then at one moment I will show you the results and I will see them myself as well. Okay, I think you are done with the voting. I'm switching the slide. I hope you see the results, but I don't. Fun fact, this was something that I really wanted to test. You see, awesome, we have it. And, oh my God, so we have a lot of content creators here today in the audience. So for those that are posting on social media, my promise from the presentation is if you're posting, I will give you some tips that you can use for your future posts so they become better. If you are not posting, and we only have 3 people here that are not posting, I hope I will inspire you that it's actually not that difficult and you would like to post. Thank you that you are here, because I will give you this inspiration and possibly the first kick to actually start posting. Thank you, the technologies. And when I was preparing this presentation for you, I was looking for some very strong and inspirational quote. And I really like what Hannah Fry is doing. She is a mathematician. She is also working in Cambridge University and telling people why you should communicate about math and how cool it is. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I really suggest that you do. And she says that communication is not an option. And if you are working with the general public and it affects them, you should communicate about it. Otherwise, there are the fake news and then everything else that people don't know what you're actually doing. And then there is the big reveal of big research, and you're like, oh, wow, but I didn't know. So this continuous communication is very important so people understand what you're doing. And Before we go into the tricks, how to make engaging posts, very important lesson is that you have this why, because as I heard also from the previous speakers that I was posting, then I got the trolls hitting my posts and I stopped doing it. And the thing is that if you have very strong this why you're doing it, you are staying in this game, and I'm sorry for calling it a game, but it is sort of a game. You post, you got some rewards, and the longer you stay, to higher levels you're getting. And the problem is that a lot of people, they start the game, post 3 posts, and then, oh my God, no results, or the trolls, I'm quitting. So I don't want to participate in this game anymore. And so you kind of lost the game. So think, what is your why? And I can share with you what is my why. I want to build my business. I want to show people that what I offer to my clients also works for me. So if I post and I get clients, I can teach you to do the same. And this is my why I'm doing it. So far, successfully. So this was the part of the inspiration of our plan today. I will give you a bit of the theory. It won't be boring, I promise. Then examples from the science world. I will show you how to use AI so you don't lose the voice and you don't sound like a robot. And a little bit of the inspiration at the end and the task. So you don't leave this presentation without not knowing what to do. Okay, I'm inspired, and then what? Any platform can be your platform, and I am a strong believer of this, because if you like to write long-form content, then I suggest Substack or LinkedIn. And why I'm saying this, that every platform can be your platform, because when people start posting, I know you're a very experienced audience here, but maybe those that are watching are not. What happens is that I should be everywhere, and I start posting everywhere, I burn out, and again, game lost, and I don't want to participate. So choose wisely which platform you want. So the long-form content, I would suggest Substack or LinkedIn. What is cool about Substack, and I don't know a lot of Latvians actually making newsletters there, is that you can post the newsletters, you can have podcasts there, and you can also engage with the audience. So it's like Twitter combination with maybe LinkedIn articles, something like that, and it acts as a social media platform. If you want to write shorter posts and you don't have this time and you want to be very quick and snappy, then X or Blue Sky and Threads. Here I would be suggesting you to check your idols, the people that you want to follow, and on which platform they are. Because a lot of scientists, I noticed that they, even in their bio, they wrote that I'm not longer on Twitter, I'm in Blue Sky. So if your idol is moved, let's say, to Blue Sky, I would suggest that you go there as well, because you should want to open this platform and you should be willing actually to post there. And if you see this, let's say Hannah Fry, who is inspiration for you, that you open and you see she posted, I can too. If you want to reach the decision makers, I would suggest that it's LinkedIn. And this is, LinkedIn doesn't pay me for saying this, but this is a really cool platform, because when somebody comments under your post, the thing that happens is that the commenters, this comment also appears on their social audience. So if Ilse posts something bad under Hannah's profile, most probably my audience will see it too. And this is cool about LinkedIn, that people are kind of wary about this fact, and they don't want to look bad or stupid, so that other people would think bad about them. So by posting, you can actually get really good and supportive audience. And I have been posting on LinkedIn for 2 years consistently. I got one bad comment, and the person deleted it because he realized that it's not reflecting well on him. And I spent 2 years on Twitter building my audience there. I got 2 bad comments, but I was in a different bubble. And this is also something that you can build for yourself. The people that you follow, are the ones that are not creating those gossips and spreading fake news, because if you participate with them, that is also who will participate with your content. So choose wisely. Who do you follow? Who do you support? Because the support, that's what you will get back as well. Then, if you like to talk and film yourself, then it's Instagram and TikTok. Still, there's a copy involved, but also you need to be good on video, except if you make those carousels. Those are those visuals that you can swipe. And if you want to be a little bit secretive and have this very engaging community around, let's say you post on LinkedIn that I'm creating this closed community where I will be sharing information about this scientific thing. If you're interested, please join. And you can use Facebook, Telegram, or a WhatsApp group to have this close-knit community around you. Very big lesson that I want to tell you, that before you start, don't think about all of those details. Okay, I will tell you the details later, but let's compare this with going to gym. To build this consistency, you don't need a smartwatch. You don't need the best boots. You don't need the latest, I don't know, trending gym suit. You just start with what you have. You just go to the gym session first to see if you actually like it. So this is the same that I would suggest you do also with social media, that you test it out, and then you think about, should I put a link in the post or in the comments? What time should I post? How many times should I post? Because the more you start to think about those details, the less willing you will be actually to make this first effort and putting this post out on the social media platform. And here I wanted to show you two different examples. So when AI wave hit us, what happened was that we were seeing a lot of posts like we see on like the A example. And it's something that before this presentation, I just wrote, please write a post about deep tech. This is what I got. The emojis, the words that I will not even try to read, and of course the hashtags that I love science and stuff. And then on the other side, we see a post that I wrote myself, showing you how differently you can write the post, taking the same concept that deep tech isn't too deep, but people choose to scratch the surface. And I want to pay attention to this more. So if we want to play the game, the social media game very well, then we want to lure people in to click this more, because it gives to the game the signal that people actually want to read it. And when you think about algorithm, think about people, because people will be reading. And they may be interested that they're too scared of the things they don't know, and here's the problem. Okay, what is the problem? Give us this information. So they click more, and don't think about hooks or those intros or something that is, oh, I don't want to write so that people open my post. But what happens is that if you don't start the post with something valuable for your audience, most probably the rest of the post will be kind of crappy, and I'm sorry. So that's the reason why the hook matters a lot. And I wanted to show you a couple examples of good posts. Good posts according to me and by the love of the followers of these people. All of these examples will be from the science world, and this is Hank Green. It's on LinkedIn, and as you can see, you not always need to be very stiff or very scientific. So he says that you have more bones in your hands and feet than you have in the whole rest of your body. Pretty good fact to know. And then he just jokes about the platform that, yeah, the business lesson to learn from this is, and the rest you can read. But a very easy way to create a post. And if you love humor, this is also a way how you can show what you are doing in your daily life. Another example is where this bright man shares a story. And the hook says, imagine this graph depicts the spread of cancer in a patient's body rather than global sea surface temperatures. And it could be that you are not interested in sea surface temperatures, and you look at this graph and you're like, oh my God, I am switching off my brain, I don't understand anything. But what you do understand in the hook is the cancer part. Like, you have this comparison with something unknown, with something that people understand. And so with cancer, unfortunately, we get to understand why this matters a lot, the sea surface temperatures, and we can actually learn something, and we see the story and educate ourselves. Then the next example is that we definitely need to have a good formatting. And here you can see the beginning of the post. It's kind of funny that 99% of people don't know how the internet works. And she is a network engineer. So the hook is very interesting. The added visual is very interesting, so it grabs the attention. And then here is the valuable part. And that's kind of very technical, I would say. And there is this additional joke that I hope Rihanna and the penguins can explain. And when you read it, it's actually not that difficult. But you look at the post, and the formatting is very simple. You can just skim it through. In the previous example, also, he had longer paragraphs, and it's nothing bad. You shouldn't be worried about if you like to write it. But you can also make very simple points and just highlight the main information that the people should understand. And here's an example of Cleo. Also, if you don't follow her on Instagram, I suggest that you do. Very interesting content that she's creating. Of course, she's next level content creator, that she has highly edited videos. But what I wanted to show you here, that she has the hook, Dire Wolves went extinct. Are they back? So you want to know, are they back? Then there is the explanation, also split into paragraphs so you can clearly understand what's going on. But pay attention to call to action. And this is the thing, what you want your followers or your audience to do next. And you can be very smart about it. Here she wanted that you actually follow her, so you don't lose the content that she is producing and you become her follower. It's also similar, like it was, I think, Ingmar. He, in his other post, he's actually putting that, please follow this campaign and click here. So there is a link that we can click. And you can think what you won't like that people do, so you don't lose the track of them. So you can use social media also like a sales tool for your scientific research, or maybe you want them to go to your secret Telegram group to know more about your scientific things you're doing. And here's a checklist of good content. So we went through that content should be helpful, that is kind of clear and straightforward. There should be one message. So if you haven't posted on social media, and today is the day when Ilse told you that I can post, don't try to make the post of the century, meaning that I graduated this year, I spent that many years in this place working, and so on and so forth. Trying to squeeze everything you can in this one post. Please think about social media as this long game that you have to play. So if you have a lot of information, just split it into really small pieces, because you cannot feed children or animals with something huge. You also give them really small pieces so the general audience would understand your core message. Think if it's for your audience, if they would understand. And here in these cases, I would say that, let's say, Ingmar maybe wants to influence the decision makers, so he can write it a little bit more in higher level, not for the general audience. Cleo, on the other hand, she wants to entertain people. That's her main goal. So the way how she writes is more for everybody. So when you write, think who will be reading it. And my suggestion would be that you think of this person for whom you're writing. Let's say I'm writing for Hannah, and how Hannah would read this post, what she would like to learn from it, and how I could deliver this message to maybe my friend. think about a good hook that we already discussed, and if it's easy to read, because when we see a big chunk of text with a lot of hashtags and a lot of emojis, most of the time we just don't want to read it because we think that it will be some promotion and a little bit of a crappy post. And here are the tricks that I will teach you how you can actually ease your process, because I know you're busy. I know social media takes a lot of time, and possibly the 10 first post, it will be easy to create. But later there will be the life that will hit you, and you will start to think that, oh my God, I don't want to do it. So then remember about the slide. What you give to AI, that's what it gives you back. So if you gave crappy prompt, that's what you get back. And if you give a good foundation, then you also get a good outcome back. And what I mean is that with my clients, I interview them, because I cannot Google this information online. Like last week, I got to know a business that I had never heard about. I didn't know something like this exists. And I prepared a lot of questions, and I was interviewing this guy, so he gives me good information back, because I cannot Google. ChatGPT doesn't know. Everything is here. So I need to offload it from brain to written format. And you can do the same with yourself. Let's say you can choose that you want to talk about the importance of your discovery. So ask yourself this question: what is the importance what I'm doing? And start talking with yourself. You can take, I don't know, even a WhatsApp message, just send a voice message to yourself. You will get the transcript, and you can have this really good foundation for your posts. And the same you can do with the process, trends, and personal insights. These are questions that I prepared for you, for the scientific audience, that what you're doing daily. So I would highly suggest that you take these as inspiration. And so what here I wanted to show you my example. I took a question that I would usually answer if posting on social media is sufficient. I was lazy. I wanted to record the video. That's the number 2. So I was recording video and answering to the video in a video format. Later, I threw this transcript into Slack to get what did I say in this video. So you can use WhatsApp, you can use other tools, how you can record yourself. It doesn't have to be the video. And then the 4th step was that I threw this information into Claude AI. And the reason why I use Claude AI is because it's more creative than ChatGPT. I have tested several times. Claude always wins. Now it's competing with Gemini if you're having a paid Google space. But the safe option would be Claude AI. So you get this foundation, good one, that came from your brain and not somewhere else, the information that only you know. You throw it in AI, in Claude. And I had this really simple prompt. Could you please write a simple post based on this transcript? Nothing very specific. I didn't say who is the audience, because maybe I was already in this level that when I was answering this question, I knew to whom am I speaking. So I had to do still the fixes. As you can see here in the published version, I had my stars. ChatGPT Claude didn't come up with that, so I had to fix. And this is something that you also should put in mind, that not everything that is thrown into AI, you also copy-paste it like that. So it's not God. We can fix the issues that are there, fix the hook. Hooks are usually the most difficult part for AI to understand. So even though this method will help you with this part most of the time, the hook is still something that you need to revise and think if this is something that makes sense, and if you would like to click see more to actually open the post. And here is my other process that I can suggest. So I needed to prepare a post announcing that I will be speaking here. And I always, when I write my posts or for our clients, we take this process to writing down the problem. What is the problem and what is the main idea of the post? You can choose sometimes or use both. So my main idea of this post was to announce that I will be speaking Deep Tech Atelier, and the problem is how to create engaging text for social media. pretty straightforward. Then I was writing the draft, and it's not edited. It's as I wrote it. There are mistakes and there is too much information. But what I was doing is I sat down and I allowed myself not to be perfect, because we don't have to be perfect when we start to write the draft. So just write everything that is in your mind connected with these two topics. Why it's difficult for scientists to create social media posts, and how to announce that I will be here. And I had a long text there. Later, I used Claude, and I threw this big text in and asked, could you please edit this post based on the previous edits? Okay, here is the tricky part, that I have my previous posts. I like them. They are edited so that they are pretty, and Claude knows the way how I'm communicating. Maybe you will not have those previous edits, but still, you can try to get a better version. If you don't have posts, what you can do is that if, let's say, you like my posts or you like Hannah's Fry posts, you can copy those 3 examples of how she's communicating and saying, this is my foundation, this is how she's communicating, please give me out a post. Most of the time when you mention the social media platform, you will get hashtags that are not necessary or some emojis. So I would just avoid mentioning the platform, just I need a post. And you can get a pretty good outcome. I think this one I didn't even have to change much. I don't remember, but this is the posted version that is on my LinkedIn. And my suggestion would be that you experiment. As I told you about going to gym, and then you have to understand if you like Pilates or you like the strength exercises. The same about social media. You need to understand if you like written format, if you like long posts, if you like short posts, which platform do you like? So allow yourself this journey to figure out what you like, and not maybe what the platform likes, but what you like, because that's how we can play this long game on social media. Yes, and make each post 1% better. So today you post. The next week you work on a hook. Later maybe you will make the visual a bit better than the previous visual. Maybe the further week you will have a video. So every time just 1% better, and you will get there, and you will have really good quality. And that's why don't get discouraged when you see the content creators that have been creating content, let's say, for 5 years, and then you start and you're not up in this level as they are. They were actually having a lot of experiments to get there, and you can sometimes scroll and see what they were posting 5 years ago. And I promised you that I will not leave you only with inspiration and some tips how to write a good post, but I will also give you the next steps. So plan your upcoming week. You will have something possibly after this event that you would like to post. Where will you post it, and what's the goal and message for the post? So the simplest template I could give you is that think about the hook, of course, but 3 things I heard at Deep Tech, that's very straightforward, and you outline those things, and you tag the people that you met. And maybe there was some surprise for you, or maybe you met somebody that you hadn't met 10 years ago, and you want to put it in this post. But most importantly, think about not you as a reader, because I wanted to put the whole century of the post inside this one little piece of message, but think for your audience. What would be interesting for them to read? That you came to Deep Tech, what did you learn? So it would be interesting for me to read this post. And maybe you have questions. But if you don't have questions, I just wanted to encourage you that you connect with me on social media, on LinkedIn or on Instagram, and you can send those questions to me, because what happens is that people start posting, and then there is this something happens. You cannot anymore, you lost your why, or you need this little kick. So if I could be your kick at the moment when you need it, just send a text, and I will be happy to to inspire you, or have the second pair of eyes that can help you to move on with your journey, because we really need scientists that tell what you're doing, because there are a couple that are doing abroad in English and in a very engaging form, but we also need Latvians that communicate and what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for Ilse? Yes, please, question there. Finally, you're the first person to give a question from the audience today here, please.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was really interesting. I just wanted to ask you how long we should experiment and how long will we get the results?
Ooh, very good question. I would suggest that you experiment a lot and for a long time. So looking at my journey myself, I still think I'm experimenting, because there is this, ooh, there is this trend, or ooh, I want to try something like this. So I will tell you that one thing is that you have a written format. One thing is that you have a carousel. Today, my experiment was that I have a person right there that she's filming how I'm speaking. So later, my experiment is to see how this video will work out. And you should have this excitement, because as long as you experiment, you have this excitement. So keep the excitement, and then the experiment will come. Yes.
Thank you. Next question. Is it working? Yeah, now it's working.
Right now it's working, all right. Hello, I don't know if you remember me. We met in last LinkedIn workshop, and you're actually my kind of mentor for LinkedIn.
Oh.
Thank you very much. So I have a very specific question. So today, all of us attended Deep Tech Atelier, right? We are here, we are attending it, it's great. And of course, we should make a post, I suppose. What would you propose to us as beginners, let's say like that, as visual material? Should we take a photo of ourselves, of our badges, or of speakers? What would you propose? Thank you.
So first step would be to take a picture of yourself, because that's the strongest visual that you can have. And I know that there are debates about posting yourself too much online, and where is the strict line where you should stop doing that. My suggestion would be that if you come to an event, you take a picture of yourself. The rest of the posts maybe don't need it, except maybe you are in a professional manner, and if that's what you want to post on LinkedIn. So your own picture. And what happens is that we love other people, so we start to put a lot of hearts, and when the algorithm or the people see that there are a lot of hearts, there's more engagement, so your post goes up. The badge is nice, but it's not saying much. We don't see you. And if you post yourself, later the people that will come to the next Deep Tech Atelier, they will know how you look like, and they can come to you and say, I saw your post. And they can approach you, but if they see your badge, oh no, we don't know how you look like. Most probably we'll press a like just because we like you, but there is not this trust that you can build. You can take pictures with speakers. I will not be against it. There are people that make, let's say they take this main picture of themselves and then they add a couple other pictures. It's fine. You are creating like this atmosphere of the event, showing others it was cool. Come next year as well.
Thank you very much, Ilse. It was really interesting to listen to you. Thank you.